We are ready to do social media check-in. Let's do it. Ari asks, hey, question. My sister has a daughter with Down syndrome, but she's going to start working. Can my wife that has no visa get a humanitarian visa to take care of her niece? I doubt it. I doubt that the sister's going to be able to come to take care of her niece so the wife can work. It's not a reason for a humanitarian visa. Hi, Brad. I got a green card 5 years ago. I only spent 6 to 7 months in the USA. Can I file for citizenship now? No. In order to become a citizen, you have to be 30 out of 60 months in the USA for the last 5 years. Alexia Davis recently got my 10-year green card, been married for 2 years. When can I apply for my citizenship? 3 years after you got your 10-year green card, provided you're still in a bona fide marriage to your spouse. Jiwa Hakim, how long does it take to get an employment authorization card in New York after biometrics in January? In a VAWA case. If you took your biometrics in January, you should have your work permit sometime over the summer. Arnand Bhatti, hi, Brad. I have an I-360 approved, but outside the country. What are my chances of coming back? I would say very good, unless you have a 3 or 10-year bar for unlawful presence. You may need a waiver. You may need a waiver for some other reasons, but you can process for a VAWA case outside of the U.S. Miguel, how bad is a solicitation 7 years ago? Also, my preparer did write 3 boxes incorrectly. I realized later I'm waiting for my interview. Solicitation of a prostitute could be a crime, could be bad moral character, but it did happen 7 years ago, so I think you should be okay. DB, I-693 requested by email to mail it in. Do you think the interview will be waived? Yes, I do. Sol Gara, hi, Brad. Is there a mistake in a birth certificate and passport address? Does it affect the I-485? Of course, it could affect it, but it shouldn't get denied because you made a mistake. It could always be corrected. Maritza Valiz, if an immigrant is married to a U.S. citizen and has been deported, been an abuser, can he get the residence? If you were deported and you don't have a criminal record and you're married to a U.S. citizen, you should be able to come back if that helps you. Chelsea, what happens to aged out child unmarried who was on her dad's petition back in 2017? The sister filed an F4 category petition and is currently waiting on a 601A waiver to be approved. Well, if the fee bills were paid and the child was still under 21 under the Child Status Protection Act, that child age is locked. So hopefully the waiver is approved. Make cash. How long do you wait for a U.S. citizen spouse who got married in the USA I-45 approval when you attended a marriage interview 2021 and you're invited for another interview? The answer is if you're invited for another interview, it's because you screwed up the first one. They don't believe it's a real marriage. So it depends on how well you do on the second one. Sounds like you're going to get a Stokes interview. Durrett Morris, hi, Brad. My sibling's been filed by my mom. They're approved 6 years now. My mom's a citizen. Should she update her status? Yes. She can update her status, although filed for it in the F2B category is faster. So she can upgrade her status and then request that she remain in the F2B status. Mimi Brown, VAWA was approved in January, both filed together. When can I expect my green card? By the end of the year. Janelle Smith, after married to a Canadian, how long does it take for the spousal application? Year and a half. Nuko Banga, I filed for my VAWA in October 2019 before the pandemic hit. I got my work permit last year in October and still waiting for my travel document. How long will I wait for my VAWA approval? You will not get a travel document until your VAWA is approved, and then you got to file an adjustment. Your VAWA should be adjudicated, whether it will be approved or not, shortly. Been waiting 4 years already, so I would assume soon. Daphne Hudson, hi, Brad. My mom is Jamaican, as she is one of the old green cards. Can she come back to the U.S. after staying over a year? She would need to file for a SB1 visa. They're not going to allow her to come back on an old green card that has no expiration date after she's been out of the U.S. for more than a year. Get an SB1 visa at the U.S. Embassy. Mala Jagru, any news in the Registry Act? There's going to be no change in the Registry Act. Don't count on it. Scorpio King, good evening, Uncle Brad. It's been 9 months. Still haven't received my work permit based on marriage. Is that normal? If you did everything correctly, you should be getting it shortly. That's the best I can tell you. Nikki Smith, hi, Brad. How long would it take for a 26-year-old citizen daughter to file for her married mother and brother 16 years old? The mother will be about a year and a half. The brother will be a decade or longer. Vivian, good day, sir. I filed for my husband in December 2020. Got the approval letter, but nothing more. What's the next step? Where's your husband? What approval letter did you get? You filed an I-130? Are you trying to file an adjustment for him? Is he in another country? Is he here? I need to know a lot more. Barbie, hi Brad, I'm from Belize. I received my confirmation letter, I-130. How long till I get the interview at the Belize City Embassy? I don't know who's sponsoring you. Could be forever, could be tomorrow. I need to know a lot more. Daryl Winnabaugh, I'm an F1 student who changed his status within the United States. I applied for adjustment of status. If I receive my advanced parole to visit my country, should I go to the embassy for the visa stamp or use the travel parole? You do not travel on a student visa anymore. Your student visa doesn't exist. You need advanced parole. If you leave the country without advanced parole, your adjustment is denied. Mika Hewitt, Brad, my friend just migrated here. Her mom filed for her. She now has a green card. Can she go back to Jamaica, marry and file her boyfriend and file for an immigrant visa for him? Yes, she can. It'll take about 2.5 years. Katie, VAWA was approved in January 2023. Both filed together. What's the average timeline for green card? By the end of the year, you should have it. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.